Well, hello, Minneapolis Ski Club. It's Chris Bros. Hey, I just wanted to do a weekly video. I'd like to get this out every Monday, but I've been busy at work with some CE stuff the early part of this week. But every Monday, I'm going to try and get a video just like this out that kind of recaps the weekend and goes through the plans for the week. So, recap from the weekend, last weekend. Fantastic job pulling off what we could, given the circumstances on an early season tournament. All small hills. Ran without a glitch, and a lot of positive feedback from the skiers who traveled to Minneapolis to ski with us. Would have been great to get that big hill up and running, but we're very close. We'll get to that in a moment. Weather for this upcoming week. Weather looks chilly. Tonight will be our last night jumping for the week, but looks great jumping tonight. Conditions should be very manageable, and there's no really major snow or melt expected. Hill conditions, the small hills are in fantastic shape. Couldn't really be better. Life is good. The large hill, we should be up and running by next week. The large hill should be running full-time next week. There is some work to be done. That being said, I'm looking to see who may be available tomorrow night. We're going to snow in the remainder of the in-run, and then we're going to try and cut track, water, and get batter boards up either Friday or Monday. But for sure, we want to be up and running by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for that hill to be up and running full-time starting next week. Hours of operation this week. So typically it'll be Tuesday and Wednesday on the small hills. The coaches Nick, Mo, and Peter will have the 8 and 18 open by about 6:30 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Coach Tony will lead the 28-meter skiers through some extra ski jumper warm-up, stretching, and whatnot, get them a little bit more prepped as they start to grow in that bigger scale of hill. He's going to start that around 6:15 here at the Chalet, and then they plan to be on the hill around 6:30. Marilou, she'll have the Chalet Cafe open around 6 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday, like tonight. And Diedra will be at the front desk, so she'll be there. If you haven't registered online, that's totally fine. She can take care of you, whether you're doing daily pass, monthly pass, or season pass. She'll take care of you. Myself and Coach Tom, we will have that big hill up and running next week, for sure, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. What we ask of the big hill skiers is that they show up at 6, and then we try to be on the hill between 7 and 9. Show up at 6, and that's for even more warm-up, even more stretching, some imitations, some videos, so that by the time we have an hour to get that prepped, and then we plan to be on the hill from 7 until about 9. That's typically Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, not this week. Tomorrow, we intend to snow in the in-run. Anybody who's available to help us finish that project would be fantastic. Should only take probably about 3 hours or so. We're going to start tomorrow. Crews should start showing up after work, call it 4:30, 5:30, and I really hope to be underway by about 6. But if you could be there by then, I'd hope we should be able to knock that out real quick. Tonight we have a meeting. There is a regular meeting that we're starting for the tournament committee. Now the tournament itself, we've got a Fly Fest coming up. That's Saturday, February 15th. So we've got a committee that meets at least once a week, but for certain on Wednesdays. Typically that'll be Wednesdays at 7 p.m. here at the Chalet to discuss plans for the tournament. Now the reality is, where was I going with that? The committee will be meeting. This is plenty of time to get engaged. We've got over a month to get some of this stuff done so that the week of isn't so pandemonium filled like it was maybe last week. So we can get some of this stuff organized. And the reality is, this is our club's one and only fundraiser for the year. We get spectators in. If we can get 4,000 spectators out, if we can get great sponsors, if we can get some support from the club to run smoothly, we're really going to excel as a group. So looking forward to any support you might be able to have, or whether it's planning to get there, or we'll do a better job kind of delineating what projects can be done day of, so no one feels like they're a fish out of water. Specifically what we're looking for, the small hills look great. There's really nothing needed there. If anybody is looking for some, willing to help the club outside of club hours, there's quite a few pairs of skis here that still have summer wax on them. Summer wax just means they've been caked with wax. There's still wax in the grooves, and it's just basically a protective layer, so when these skis are jumped in the summertime, that the bases are protected. If someone has interest, and you're more than welcome to use my wax stuff. I've got roto brushes, irons. I do have wax. To basically what needs to be done is they need to be scraped down. brushed out, and then it's quite simple. It's just like waxing a Nordic ski or even an alpine ski, except for it's even easier. It's bigger, but it doesn't even have edges. If someone's interested in that, please let me know. I'd love to get some help on that. And then finally, the large hill. We just got to wrap it up. There's probably 2 evenings worth of work between finishing the in-run, cutting and watering the track, and then finally putting up batter boards. But if we can get that knocked out in the next couple days, we should be good for the rest of the season. This weekend, for anyone who has the opportunity to do a little travel, we have a really nice opportunity this weekend with Flying Eagles. The Flying Eagle competition is this weekend. They have open training on Friday and then competitions during the day on Saturday and Sunday. It's just 90 miles down the road in Eau Claire, and it's really, really nice facility. Honestly, they're pretty much the same as ours. We mocked some of the things that we did off of what they did, and vice versa. So really, really nice facility. Has complimentary hills from a 7-meter and a 14-meter and a 30-meter, and they even have a nice new 50-meter too that some of you guys that I saw jumping over the weekend here might be able to make that little jump. So anyways, really good facility, opportunity to check out another hill, meet some more friends in the sport here from the Midwest, and it's not too far of a drive. There are at least Peter, I know Coach Pete will be there, as well as, I'm getting the thumbs up. I know Coach Pete will be there, as well as Coach Tom with their families, so you won't be the only one. And honestly, if you guys are thinking about doing an overnight, one of the most fun things about this sport is kind of going to some of these out-of-town events and staying there together and doing the pool together and having a few drinks and just having a good time. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about going, to reach out to Pete or Tom, those coaches, and see if there's a fit, either to do some carpooling, staying at the same place, or at least kind of vibe while you're there. Lastly, this weekend we do have a funeral or a celebration of life scheduled for a legacy member who passed away not too long ago. Jared Lindstrom passed away in December, and we will be hosting a bit of a celebration of life here. If you knew Jer, you're more than welcome to stop by on Saturday. We're going to be hosting it here at the Chalet, actually, between 5 and 9 p.m. for some food and drinks, as well as the formal celebration of life will be held on Sunday at Richardson Nature Center, just down the road, from 5 till 8 p.m. I will try and get an event page up on that in the next few days, but if you knew Jer, or if you know somebody who knew Jer, feel free to pass this along. Come as you are, let's have a good time and catch up on the old guy. So that's the news from now. That's today's weekly update. I'm sorry it's so late. I promise I'll start doing these on Mondays, and hopefully we'll get a hang of this soon. We'll see you out here.